Hey, what's up? What's going on? It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and please allow me to let me know if you can hear me. But your girl Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
that's what you've turned into. Child. So yesterday, I think I told y'all yesterday, but I got excited because Doc had came back, and I was excited about that part. But yesterday I told y'all with the platform that I use to go live on has made some beautiful changes, and it's made my life somewhat easier. So now it's not the I don't have to go through the whole complications of the intro and outro anymore. So that gives me a little bit more time and space and leverage to do the things that the other things that I want to do, like explain this real quick. It's a couple of things. I'm explaining this because it does seem a little different now. Usually I would just go live and have the intro music and then a blank screen, but since they made this beautiful addition, I don't have to do that anymore. But anyway, listen, join the conversation. And right now we are in mid Diddy indictment and other things, including that situation. So we're interested to hear what you have to say. So drop a comment, call in or text. The numbers 443-780-5978, 443-780-5978. You can do any of those things. We're here for you, for your feedback and what you got to say. And remember, we might not always agree on everything because everybody is entitled to their own opinions and their own feelings about things. But just know that when you come here, I'm going to give my objective opinion and you're going to give yours, and it's okay for them to be different. I don't want you to agree with me, but if I disagree with what you have to say, I'm going to state my opinion, and that's that. Um, if you would like to contact us for any reason at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. That could be sponsorships, advertisement. You got some gab you want to send my way. You just want to say hi. Whatever the case may be, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription. I really like the likes because that's a free way for you to support this show. Now, if you want to support monetarily, then my Cash App is on the screen. Usually, when I take the like, let me take that off. My Cash App is always on the screen, or you can go over to our website and donate through our website, or you could just purchase some natural skincare products because that we do provide those. Um, it's different ways to support this channel, so just do what you do. Okay. Okay. And check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. I almost got stumbled. Now, I don't know if you've read the title, and I hope that you did. The title is, of course, is the WIRETAP, but this beyond this, it's supposed to say this is, but I can't correct it right now. This is beyond money. More money, more problems. This is more so that you have the money and your money can't get you out of your problems right now. Whereas though it has been doing that for a long time for you. Again, I've always had different philosophies on what this looks like. One being that he made some very important people mad, and so now he's paying for it. And just the behavior in itself, he got caught. I don't know, but we are in this Diddy indictment. So let me put this on the screen real quick too, because I didn't do that. We are definitely in the Diddy indictment. This is today's segment is the WIRETAP. That is what we are here for. We are about to tap into this court case. We'll finish tapping into this court case because it was a lot. It was a lot. It is a lot. I will say I'll give a trigger warning that if some of the things that we discuss during reading said document bothers you, because there are things in this document that once read is like, what? It could be a little triggering. So I just like to make sure that I give that little disclaimer right there because it's very much needed in this situation. Last we left off, we read through a gang of narcotics, some of which I couldn't pronounce, and I don't think that I want to pronounce, but yeah, I couldn't pronounce some of them. And I said that when we came back up, we also, I don't know if we covered the notice of special sentencing factor. So I'm going to start there and then we'll continue on from there because I really want to get to some other things that need to be said as well. Oh, and by the way, we have a new country alert today, so I'm excited about that. Get to that in a minute. And some countries that's been on the list that's really showing up and showing out. I appreciate y'all. But anyway, let's get to this. So, notice of special sentencing factor. From at least in or about 2009, up to and including or in or about 2018 in Southern District of New York and elsewhere as a part of his agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct of affairs of Combs Enterprise through pattern. Oh shucks, through patterns. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna bring him in. Through a pattern of racketeering activity. Sean Combs, I'm not doing all the aliases. Defendant agreed in affecting interstate and foreign commerce. We did read this, but I just wanted to retouch on it real quick before Doc came in. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm getting text messages too. So basically, he was dabbling in foreign commerce. I'm about to bring Doc in because Doc can break that back down for you real quick. Hold on. Let me bring him in. Hi, Doc, honey.
Hello, hello, hello. Having a little bit of issues, but I'm trying to make it through.
Yeah. It's all good. Wait a minute.
So shout out to everybody
Okay.
that's here. Greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Cause this is my dad, but I don't wanna leave him hanging, but sometimes. Um
It'd be real out here. It'd be real out here.
oh yeah. So I just want to let him know because he's asking me about something for tomorrow, and I'm like, all right, you know what I mean. Anyway, so we were last speaking about Doc. I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. But the last thing we were touching on was this: the defendant agreed to and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, and you broke that down the last time we spoke. Can you break that down again?
Interstate foreign commerce. Basically, if you do something that is across state lines or that involves another country, which the thing that Diddy is able to do is he has homes in California, New York, Florida. In addition, the whole yacht story, going to international waters or going to the Caribbean or wherever the boat was anchored off of, that means it's more international. So if he was doing the things that he's been accused of in this, and he did it in those locations, that means you're crossing over things. That's why the federal government gets involved, because it ain't a state thing no more. Because you just didn't do it in New York, you just didn't do it in Maryland, you just didn't do it in Georgia, you just didn't do it in California. You did it here, there, over here, and then you didn't even just do it in the United States. You did it over in this other country. So But
And that's crazy. And you know what's an interesting thought now that you said that too? So I was because I have a tendency to watch a lot of the lawyers on YouTube and big on them, like when they discuss cases too. And there's this one criminal lawyer, you could tell in real life he's probably a butthole, but I like his content. And so when they came to the portion of this particular thing about foreign commerce, one of his co-hosts asked, like, so what does that mean? Because what if he did the things that they saying that he did to other young ladies, but they were from other countries? Would he still be able to be prosecuted for them? And the answer is profound, which is yes, he could be. They can come over here and get him prosecuted because of this thing right here that we're talking about.
If somebody in that foreign country says that, hey, this person that America has already got caught up and they can prove it, then if the country in America have extraditions, then whatever America finishes doing with whatever they would do, then yeah, he can be served whatever many years in prison here. And then this other country said, we'll wait. So as soon as he gets up and done doing his, his time here, he could be extradited to another country to then serve out whatever they have for over there. And match with their laws and stuff too, because I don't know if they have like how long their laws actually stay. Where I forget, like I forgot the term of it now. I'm not a lawyer, but if their laws still cover that amount of time, yeah. If he's still here, he has done what he owes to America.
Right. And I hate to be in a foreign prison.
For real.
I gotta be held. And you heard what happened in Russia. How? You heard about them prisons. I would not want to be in nobody's foreign prison. I don't want to break no law in nobody's foreign territories. I want to come over there and act like a good law-abiding citizen. I don't want to do nothing I'm not supposed to do. Because no Lord. No Lord. So now we're going to get to count 2, which is the S trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion from victim 1.
What number are we on the PDF?
11. On page 11.
I'm there. Good.
Okay, so the grand jury further charges. This is crazy. This, I think, is going to get a little bit more detailed. So from at least in or about 2009 up to and including in or about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, because like y'all know, this grand jury indictment came in the Southern District of New York. That's why it says that a lot. So you guys know, like, oh, what do they do? Why they keep going back there? Although they raided Miami homes and LA homes, but there's some other things. I'll get to that later. But Sean Combs, the defendant, and all his aliases, even including the one that I never heard of in my life.
PD.
I've never heard nobody call him that. Well, up until
Shine.
Shine, but it was like, whoa, okay, I finally heard that shit. But so the defendant in and affecting interstate of foreign commerce knowingly recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, detained, advertised, maintained, patronized, and solicited by any means a person knowing and in reckless regard to the of the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion, as described in Title 18 and all the codes. Y'all know I'm not doing all them damn codes. It's just too many codes. Just too many. Hold on, let me get where I need to be. But Title 18. We'll just say that for all intents and purposes. And any combination of such means would be used to cause the person to engage in commercial acts and attempted, aided, and abetted, and willingly caused the same, to wit, Combs recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, and maintained the person, victim 1, and attempted to aid and abet and willingly cause victim 1 to engage in commercial acts, knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that victim 1 was engaging in commercial acts as a result of force, fraud, and coercion by Title 18, United States Code, Section 159, and all the other stuff. Child, you gonna do count 3?
I can do count 3.
All right.
So count 3, this is the transportation to engage in prostitution. The grand jury further charges from at least in or about 2009 up to and including in or about 2024 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, all the nicknames, including PD, which made me think that Shine probably told something because that's the only reason they would have this nickname
Right,
there.
because where did they get that from?
And the only person we know that said it is Shine.
I'm just
The
saying.
defendant knowingly transported an individual in interstate and foreign commerce with the intent that the individual engage in prostitution, and attempted, aided, abetted, and willfully caused the same, to wit, Combs transported, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused the transportation of female victims and commercial sex workers in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in prostitution. ...
I had to say
that boat party.
Shh, child, that boat party. Oh, okay. Let's get into it. Perpetrator of allegations. As a result of committing the offenses alleged in count 1 of the indictment, Sean Combs and all of his many aliases, including the one that Sean snitched about, the defendant shall forfeit to the United States, oh my God, pursuant to Title 18 and all the sections and codes and all of that good stuff. Oh, the numbers are crazy. Any and all interests the defendant acquired or maintained in violence of Title 18 and all the codes. Any and all interest in securities of claims against and property contractual rights of any kind affording a source of influence over the enterprise named and described herein, which the defendant established, operated, controlled, conducted, and participated in the conduct of, in violation of Title 18 Code, Section 1962, and any and all property. Oh no, it's too much in the washing machine. I'm sorry. Go ahead, y'all. And all property constituting and delivered from proceeds obtained directly and indirectly. Said offense, including but not limited to the sum of money of the United States currency representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. So, what does that mean, Doc?
That basically says that anything that he was, any of his businesses that they went back and tracked when they can see a bank transaction that went from one place to another, whether it was him paying a driver for them to take one person from wherever they live to an airport, and it was under Bad Boy Entertainment, it was under Ciroc Entertainment, or Ciroc, any of his businesses that he used money for to take somebody from one place to the next, is the thing that they went back and tracked and traced. And you were murdering cricket.
I murdered. Sorry. It had to go. Listen, you're not going to be climbing while I'm sitting here like I'm not here, like I don't exist, and you maintain control of my studio. And then you already know it's sitting right here for the purpose of this. So, yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, that's what that whole thing is about. That means that, and this is an interesting thing because remember before it said since 2009. That means
Mhm.
they subpoenaed bank records. They
Mhm.
subpoenaed any documentation because I'm assuming Puff does have accountants and he pays his taxes and all that stuff. But
Right.
because that leaves a paper trail, they can go back and say, wait a minute, this person said that you picked them up from this airport, drove them to this yacht, and then y'all went to
Mhm.
this country.
Right.
Money trail. Who
Right.
paid the driver? Oh, it came off of your bad boy card. Who
Right.
paid
Right.
this? Who
Right.
ordered the food? And who? Oh. So it's just a paper trail. It's the real the dot
The
that
dot dot dot.
all being
My
connected.
question is this though, right? And hear me out. Because his sons are intertwined in Bad Boy, like now he doesn't even own, like his name is not as the
Mm-hmm,
CEO of Bad Boy, or like it's under his son's name.
mm-hmm.
So could that connect the son in that way?
My assumption is yes, if there is still somebody being paid off, because it would then transfer from him actually doing it to now, this is your company, son, and this person is still on the payroll of hush money,
Mm-hmm.
and you are aware, or did you
Mm-hmm.
not look at your books and say, hey, why is this person getting like $100,000 every 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like,
Mm-hmm.
because your dad wanted that bit. Well, why?
Right.
So you
Right.
still kind of know.
Right. And that includes the workers. Mm.
The workers knew, and that's the thing. The workers knew, but it
Mm-hmm.
is one of them things that I don't know if you remember when they said certain corporations are too big to fail because it will mess up America. In a
Right.
sense, Puppy was like that. He was such a big person, and he employed so many people that
Mm-hmm.
their paychecks, their livelihood depended upon him being able to do what
Him.
he wants.
Right. 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 Okay. This is interesting. So, number 20, as a result of committing the offense alleged in count 3 of this indictment, Sean Combs and all the aliases, the defendant shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title 18, United States Code, Section 2428, which is a whole nother code, a whole nother section, any and all property, real
And
and
personal.
personal, constituting or derived from proceeds obtained directly or indirectly as a result of said offense, and any and all all property, real or personal, that was used to or intended to be used to commit or facilitate the commission of said offenses in all the codes. Yeah, this is nuts.
Well,
Um,
you know what's weird about that one to me?
what?
It almost sounds like he may have been getting money from people to attend his parties because
Right,
that kind of says like, wait, they may have gave you money, and then you turn around and bought some with that money.
right.
So it's kind of weird. Somebody was paying him to go to his parties. I was assuming when you're rich and famous, you just throw a party and everybody wants to be there. But what if people were paying to go to his parties, and that's the reason they're saying that? Because
Yeah,
if you get money and you buy something, I
because
throw a
you
party.
really, and you think about the way you saying it. Why would you pay to go to his party where he got the workers,
Mhm,
he got the narcotic, he got the liquor, he
mhm,
got the venue for the
mhm.
melee.
But they say obtain. So it's like he took money from something
Right.
illegal and then bought something else.
So he
That's
was the
interesting.
pimp.
That too.
He
That
was
too.
the pimp and the narcotic dealer
I'm surprised we ain't seen the word pimping and pandering in here.
and the bar
Yeah.
and the supplier of baby oil. Hold on, let me finish this
Nah,
one.
he bought the baby oil. He didn't supply that. He bought it in
He
bulk.
had 1,000 bottles of it. They needed it while they was there, so he supplied that. That was part of the package. Listen, so let me finish this up. So, and all properties, real and personal, that constitutes or derived from proceeds traceable to the commission of said offenses, including but not limited to the sum of money in the United States currency, representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. Um, Not gonna read the rest because we get it. We get it. I think we got through our 14 pages. Okay, so listen here. Let's talk about some things.
What's up?
Couple things that need to be talked about, and I want to get to them. The girl who was the corn star, allegedly for her case, her lawyers are trying to drop out of whatever. I wonder what that's about. Like, why is that all of a sudden a thing now? They dropping her case. Did she not have enough evidence? You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is just off the cuff of me. In the world of shame, I think it will be harder to defend a person that is a corn star in the sense of, well, you would probably do it anyway, but her case may not have been solid because something bad or unfortunate may have been done,
right,
but it's always like, can you really prove that you wouldn't have done this anyway?
right,
And if your background, if you as a person, we put you in front of the regular, vanilla people, they were
right,
like, well, she's a porn star, so we don't
right.
believe her story. And that can be victim shaming and all that stuff. But I think that may be the reason, like, yeah, but we can't, you're not the Cassie victim that we would want to be up there and to give your testament. That would be the kind of the issue a little bit.
Right, because Cassie, her image gives you more of a once American sweetheart that's been corrupted.
Yeah.
Whereas though her image gives, well, I can cuss now. You was sucking and fucking anyway.
Basically, and that will become the problem. But not to say nothing didn't look, even if you are that,
Yeah, I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but and then she was one of the people that you would have thought that would be a part of the case as far as the trafficking part, because that was more of her claim that he was selling her to whoever was there. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem becomes is, wait, if he was selling you, but you do this in your own personal life, in the
Right,
sense of not saying it's the same exact thing, but it's too close to that thing, that this thing, that if you
right,
get
right.
a
I
regular
get
person
it.
with a thing to look at the story, they'd be like, what's the
Right.
difference?
I get it. I get it. I get it. And I just wanted to pose that question because it's like, oh, okay, all of a sudden they dropped their case or whatever. So that was them. Also, now, an attorney stepped forward and said that somebody reached out to her with one of the tapes. And the tapes, inside of the tape was somebody of a more higher profile than Diddy. Now I imagine that all kinds of people are on these tapes.
I would assume.
Because there's all kinds of people that attended them Diddy parties.
I would assume.
But who would you consider a person, just a consideration? Not saying that we know who the person is, because we don't. But
see,
and she also said that the person was not in a position where it looked like they knew they were being filmed, by the way. So let's just add that in there. But she said she saw like little snippets or whatever of the situation. Who would you think it would be?
Between that time and this time, for Black culture, Diddy has always kind of been at the top.
Right.
Then after that, it would probably be somebody that is not of Black culture, but involved with Black culture,
right,
that would be higher than Diddy. The only thing I can think of is shit. I don't even know.
She never said what kind of what denomination of culture they came from. She just said they got a higher profile than Diddy.
The only people, athletes are the only other people in if I'm thinking Black culture, other than musicians, the only other people that have a higher profile are athletes. And you could probably throw in politicians, but no, because most people don't even care about that. But
right,
it'll either be athletes or maybe an actor. But I don't even think, I think actors fall below athletes and musicians.
I would go. You could go actors too, because there's a lot of people who've been in the acting game for way longer than Puffy ever been.
That is a higher profile.
Yeah, yeah.
What, Denzel Washington? that's
It
that's
better
high
not be.
profile.
It better not be.
Look, hey,
It better not be Denzel.
if
It
you
better
think
not be Samuel. Cause I like my motherfucking Samuel. Like fuck.
and the thing, Samuel Jackson and Denzel Washington have been married consistently with the same
Consistently for
woman.
years. But see, this the thing that we not paying attention. See, we looking at it like, oh yeah, they married, because I'm not going, I always gotta play devil's advocate. We can look at that part too. But in a lot of these situations, wives are showing up with the husbands to these parties.
Okay.
So we can't, you know what I mean? Like we don't know. I don't know. It's been rumored. This is alleged. It's been rumored.
I just thought of something.
What?
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's
It's gonna
been
be weird.
rumored that, of course, Jay-Z and Beyonce are a part of this tape scheme. I'm just saying, these are big ass houses, and you talking about big ass houses with lots of rooms. And from what Cat Williams and everybody else keeps saying, it's doors that you could get into and go into, and you see some shit that you didn't plan on seeing. You feel me?
Okay.
So, I don't know. Now, one thing. Oh, but what you was gonna say before I get to the next thing I wanted to say?
This is a name I will throw out. If you say bigger than Diddy, because this person does cross over both things, and there's always been interesting stories about this. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. There you go. I thought about it.
Now, although
Actor,
Albie Shore is
musician.
slamming this book, it's some things in that book that sound on point for a lot of shit that was going down.
Okay.
And Jada and Will are included in that list of people in that book.
And when you said that, and I was thinking about for our culture, who would be bigger than Diddy? The only other
High
person
profile
that cross over
that's alive.
That involves both of those things, because musician and actor.
Right.
That'll be the and there's always been weird, interesting going on.
Stories.
So if you made me think about it, that would be my answer now. Because I had to think about it. I'm like, bigger than Puff?
I've heard some things. And you remember that time he was on, I don't know who show it was. I think it was Conan O'Brien. And he asked him about Will and J-Lo trying to Will and Jada trying to get J-Lo real quick, and he got mad. He looked a little crazy when he asked him that question.
Look, I don't do the gad beat like you do, but if you ask me a question, I would think about things, and I'm like, who could that would hit that peak of, even in my world, I don't consider him more relevant than Puff. But if I had to,
but he been around way longer than Puff. He's somebody very recognizable on all platforms, all over the world.
Stories about it,
yeah,
be in that. So that would my alleged answer would be.
Okay, I ain't mad at your answer. I could.
What would be yours?
I could agree with that. I don't know. This is the thing, because I was trying to figure out, like, well, who would have a higher profile in that range? It would be a Will Smith and a Jada, but they only said one person, so it's not multiple people. It's just one person, so it could be a Will Smith.
And that's strictly for me thinking from the culture perspective, not just saying anybody. Because if I break it down to just like anybody, I would assume it would be probably like a Caucasian person, just because who can control more than what Puff can control.
But yeah, they not talk about. Nope, they just said they had a higher profile. They not saying the person is a politician or entertainer. Well, she not gonna say too much anyway, because she don't want to. This is dangerous territory that she walking in, and she's just an attorney. And the person solicited her for the procurement of the sale of the footage to the person who was in the footage.
Yeah. So
why would you have to go get an attorney to procure that? You know what I'm saying?
So I know something already. I mean,
Yeah.
I would assume that if you would ever at a Diddy party, you probably thinking back like, wait, how drunk was I? How high was I? Did I really do
What
anything
did I
crazy?
do?
Yeah. And then look, what if you only went to one? It was back in the day. You
Right.
might be like, I
You
really
know,
was at a party, but I
I
don't remember.
remember the first, like, we was partying and drinking, and then I don't remember shit else after that. Cause that's usually generally how it goes. You feel me? Listen to what Lil Ross said.
For real. For real.
He said that. He woke up the next morning and he was in the bed with Diddy and 2 workers.
So yeah, that's wild. But
Something that I've noticed is a trend too in these cases since we've been going. Oh, and by the way, so of course we already know he went for 2 bail hearings. He got denied. He appealed for a third one. We don't know for sure if he getting that bail, but I doubt it. I doubt it highly. 3 times is not the charm. I just don't see it for this. But one reoccurring thing, it's 2 different words, but it's all in the same ideal mindset. And after reading this indictment, it takes me to the same place either way, which is with the corn star. In her case, she alleged that he was selling her. And then when you listen to stories from like Corinne Steffens, and you know what? It's so crazy because this is going to go into another one of them Jaguar Wright situations where it's like when people first put out their stories, everybody like, nah, it's a money grab, or nah, they crazy, or whatever the case may be. And here we are. And it's like, oh, okay. That was real. So I had the opportunity to read a book or 2 of Corinne Steffens, right? And I already had my preservation for who Papa was. I'm not gonna talk about it, but me and him, we gotta have a discussion about this. Like, no. But she told stories in the book about her interactions with Diddy. And with that being said, in her interaction with Diddy, the first thing that she said was that Irv Gotti and them gifted her. Irv Gotti and Ja Rule gifted her to Diddy.
Oh, okay.
That's a recurring thing within the industry, gifting or selling, or you know what I mean. Even with the I believe this now more than ever. Even with the higher ranking celebs like the Beyoncés and the Rihannas and the who else? She not as high as them, but even your Tierra Marie's and things of that nature, I believe that they have been passed around as gifts. Maybe not as lower, you know what I mean, like lower on the totem pole, but like higher ups, like men with real power who would love nothing more than to have a nice, sweet, supple Beyonce on their plate, or have a nice, sweet,
I can understand the
beautiful
angle of
Rihanna.
that. And well, if we're talking about this in a certain way, I would say I think Beyonce's story is a little bit different only because her father was around, but then
But her
something did
father was
happen.
gone after a while, and then she was under
Yeah,
control of Jay-Z. She started
yeah,
dating him when she was 18.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what, because one part of it is like, is it just the look, pun intended, the dream, and oh, if this man has power, then maybe I should. And if your dad is like saying, I don't think this, but oh, we getting a
But
little
you
tip or
notice
whatever.
how?
But
Can I give you an example for that Beyonce situation? You
so,
notice how Jay-Z got Matthew out of there,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it goes to I don't have kids, but one thing I always say, because it's something that I learned as a kid or a young man, you know why dads always lose? Because the girl is on your side. That's why dads always lose. Because if the daughter is on your side as her boyfriend, she's going to help you achieve whatever goal you're trying to achieve because the dad is trying to protect, but she's going to be on your side. And I used to always think, like, that's why.
But then again, you gotta look at it like this too, because that how did she even get in the industry for that even happen?
But that
Oh,
also
the
goes to
dads
the
be some
weird.
shit too. So we want to look at it like, oh well, oh, it's a sweet, loving family, but the dads be some shit too.
True.
And obviously, Matthew had his time slots like filled because he was out there having babies outside of the kids that he had with Tina. So as much as we want to believe that Matthew had as much control as he did, he had it for a certain period of time. But again, you notice how he got brushed out of there real quick.
Yep.
I want new management. Now, Matthews is no longer Beyonce, and that's her father.
Yeah.
Beyonce's manager anymore. You see what I'm saying? Control, power. This goes way deeper than just having a daddy. Yeah, she had a daddy, but then she got another daddy.
Okay, yeah.
And that daddy was over top of another young lady who also had a daddy, but he told her there's only two ways you leaving this building is through the front door with a contract signed or out the window. She said he told her that out her own mouth. Okay. She got a new daddy. And Tierra Marie got a new daddy. Because remember, she was signed to Rockefeller. She got a new daddy. And then daddy did what daddy did. And daddy's living best friend is BFF is under federal indictment right now. I'm just saying.
All alleged, but
and daddy was messing with the allegedly, but we know it to be true, with a 14-year-old Foxy and was trying to get Aaliyah. No, I'm not giving no as much, and I still love his music and will forever love his music. But
I ain't gonna front though. I'm waiting to see how this all gonna play out. I seen on X or Twitter somebody said, I forgot who it was, that if all this comes out and then a lot of other people involved in it, it's gonna make hip hop look crazy as hell.
It is.
I forgot who said
it. Hip hop. That's one thing I want people to stop doing, though, because don't associate because the people. Again, that goes back to what I was saying, like the association, because they do come from the culture. They come from the culture. They are not the culture, and they're disgusting, depraved, heinous, sinister, foul, and any other vocabulary word I could use right now does not tarnish what hip hop is. It just means it was some disgusting. I can't say that because of what African Bambaataa was doing to them boys that tarnished hip hop. Never. Because if it was no African Bambaataa, there would be no hip hop. Other factors, but you see them. You see them.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to let their disgusting behavior be the reason. If the culture fails, it's not going to be because of a couple of individuals.
Let me ask this:
a couple of greedy individuals and depraved individuals. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving them that much.
Let me ask this because there was something else that I had read. Remember back when the whole thing in Hollywood broke and it became like the big Me Too movement? Do you think this is the hip hop Me Too movement in the sense of because all this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe all of that is connected. I don't break up the industries because they all one and the same, because they all party together. I don't break up the music industry from the hip hop or the music industry. They all come together and party. So if that was happening in Hollywood, it's bound to happen in the music industry. You feel me? It's just Diddy was the sacrificial lamb because he pissed people the fuck off. I started the show off like this. I promise you I did. He made a lot of people angry. And I'm telling you, it's the real beginning of his problems did not come with no fucking Cassie or no Lil Rod or none of these other cases. It came with that fucking liquor company. He played with them. Liquor companies are very monumental in this world. They make a lot of things move because a lot of people buy alcohol.
Facts.
Sorry, world, but it's a lot of drunks in this world. Okay?
I don't know if I'm a drunk, but
it's a lot of drunks in this world. I'm not going to change what I said. I know exactly what I'm saying. Just because you have a drink don't mean you're drunk. It's a lot of drunks in this world. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a major industry globally, because the liquor company in whom he pissed off is not even an American liquor company.
mm-hmm.
They're a British liquor company. Okay? But once you start playing that, they're the powers that be. Them billionaires, them trillionaires, they the people who make the world go around. They the people who, in turn, kind of affect the policies that each country sets forth.
Sure. Yeah.
And the laws and stuff. So you piss them off, there's the beginning of your problems right there. But then you have a lot of foul, fucked up shit that you be doing behind the scenes. And they can bring it all to the light. So
and what's done in the dark
comes to the light. So yeah, I think he's an example for other motherfuckers of what not to do when dealing with them, and especially if you're in business with them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But it's crazy. It's child, but even though he offered $50 million, that couldn't even get him a bail. Then they took it up to $100 million, and I still couldn't get him a bail.
No, and to me, as a layman, as a person that doesn't really know, but no, if you're giving all this much money and they already got your passports and stuff, they must just know, like, nah, you gonna do something.
You done. You done.
You done. You done, but they also must assume that if we let you go home, you gonna do something. I don't know what
right
that's now.
Right now, and he's still his assets are still his assets. Just because he in jail don't mean he broke. He not broke yet.
Yeah, but it's
so
being able to communicate freely, or
the fact that he might try to find a way to get out of this country and then head over to Bali over there with Russell.
Or something like that, or just being able to communicate without being monitored. Because if he's locked up, you got Securus, they can monitor all your calls. But
that's what that was the whole part of his because see, they didn't give the package. That package came from him and his lawyers. So that was part of the deal, which is they got to monitor everything that he do. He just want to be at home in the comfort of his home in Miami. They saying, no, you ain't even getting that. We don't trust that shit.
Miami close to Cuba.
All I'm saying. And he got a jet. It's his jet. He owns the jet.
Nah, I think he would do it by boat. I don't think he would do it by jet.
However he do it, did he got money? He can do it however he do it. Yeah. My point is, that's what they afraid of, because he already done been in the tombs in Brooklyn, which is horrible.
Okay.
He's suffering in there right now. And so you think he come out to the free world and need the fresh air and all of that good stuff and see stuff, he can look at stuff, and he gonna be thinking, these bitches gonna try to send me back there. I gotta get out of here. Mm-hmm. By any means necessary, I gotta go.
Look, crazy shit. Did he may own a submarine that we don't even know about?
Exactly. We don't know what's off of Star Island. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Shit, how? He had a whole jet hangar off of there. What the fuck? You don't think that nigga Mike got a submarine? You don't think he ever been planning for, like, okay, just in case?
If you smart, yeah, just in case. But that means you should just stop, because you shouldn't build up just in case if you're doing something bad.
Oh, child, just in case. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still congested. Oh my gosh, let me drink some lemon tea.
A new sub. I can just get down in the boat and we go in the water. I'm out. I'm headed to Cuba. I'm like the Navy. I'm gone. You ain't gonna catch me. Take that.
Just in case. Let me buy the submarine real quick. How much you want for it?
No, you don't know. You don't know. And that's my only thing is, I still think the Miami thing was a trial run to see, can I just show up here? Is
Can I?
anybody really
Yeah,
watching?
can I?
Like,
What can I
oh
do
shit,
real
they gonna
quick?
be watching me. But
They in
hey,
there, they in the house looking at maps. Now, how long is it gonna take us to get from here?
yeah. And then look,
Just
I kind of did some of this stuff when I in my previous job, but no, it would be the simple thing is, all right, look, give them everything they need because if I get away, I can reestablish anything I need. I just need to go to a place that's not friendly with America, that knows who I am and is cool with me. I just need to figure a way to get out. If I can't do it by plane, which would be what most people would always assume, and I
that he
can't do
have
it
on
by
the
boat
jet.
no more because that's on
Right.
top of the surface. I
I gotta
probably
go under. I gotta go
I'll go
under.
under.
That
Yep.
makes sense. Mm.
That's why I said, look, yeah, we don't know if
They,
he's getting some somewhere.
I don't care what he. My point is, they know if they let his ass out.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know what he would do, but I assume that the reason they're saying no, even with him saying you can take everything, they're like,
They
you're gonna
scared
do
of that.
something. You're gonna
They
do
like,
something. We don't
you
know what it
giving that?
is, but you're gonna do
She really,
something.
and you got more than 50 million, so that don't mean that you're gonna be broke when you come out here.
Oh, offshore accounts. Because some
Exactly.
countries with offshore accounts, they don't communicate with America.
Like,
So he
so
can
you
have a
want to give
whole
it? And
nother.
what if they was like, you gonna give us this measly ass $50 million? Bitch, we know you got more than that in there. You
Hub
could
is
have
a
came out.
billionaire. He's a
Yeah.
billionaire.
Well, not no more. That that
Look,
liquor company shit kind of fucked that up for him. But he close too. Bitch, you only gonna give us 50 million, like we don't know you got other money out here. And that's the money we know about. That ain't even talk about the
exactly.
money from all the transactions.
No, funny when we read this, they said in U.S. currency because they can track U.S. currency.
Right.
U.S. currency can be tracked.
But
I
we
mean,
ain't
for
talk about
anything
all the
you
other transactions and indiscretions that he may have
mhm.
had. He might have had those same situations set up in other countries.
He could have like 500 million in petty cash,
He could have 500 million in euro. He could have 500 million in uh
crypto.
crypto. He could have 500 million because like I said, we not counting, we just talk about US currency.
Mhm.
US can't track outside like other people currency. So we talking about, and then you talking about he did all of this stuff and you don't think he got some extra money off the books and not US currency? Shit. I ain't gonna go with that one. I ain't
Now
gonna
that
go
makes
with
sense
that.
why they saying no. I'll give you 50 million. I'll give you 100 million. I'll give you my passport. You can put all this. No, because even with you giving all this, all it
Right.
would take for you to in the dark of night walk out in Miami, goes by the water. That's the reason I keep thinking about this by the water. And he
And
probably won't get on a
dissipate.
boat. He'll get on a little small submersible, like drug
That
runners use,
meet another boat that take them to it.
and gone.
I'm just saying. They know about her.
And
They
then
know
look,
about it. But it
and
is time for me to get to the love.
uh
By the way, I told y'all at the beginning of the show tonight that we got a new country alert. I like when that happens.
oh, new country alert.
New country alert. I love it when that happens. It makes me happy. And they not on the list, but I'm gonna mention, give them an honorable mention because I didn't see it until right before I was about to go live. And I was like, I can't do that real quick. But first, I want to give some live love because y'all watching live right now and we appreciate you. So thank you so much for watching. We love you so much. Thank you for the live love. But let's get to the love notes because it is definitely that time. Time for the love notes. Plus, I gotta go take some more medicine, y'all. These sinuses is killing me. I'm love notes. How do we come up with love notes? I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. We used to pick it back and forth. And then we came to the compromise. Because compromise is always good. We came to the compromise that we would call it love notes now, because I was never calling it show notes. But now it's love notes, so that's what it is. What are the love? Oh, he also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not, but it was a lot of papers. And the reason why it was a lot of papers is because this is my listening audience that I'm speaking of right now. They don't know what I look like. They don't know what Doc look like. They don't know what any of us look like. But they come and they listen and they show love, and we appreciate them so much. So I always want to be able to show them some kind of love. And this is the way I do it, the love notes. So it's time to get to, and remember, I got an honorable mention. I'm gonna get them on air though, but I got an honorable mention tonight. I have so many things to say about that part right there, that part. But let's get to these love notes. Hey, it's all love, and thank you for all of the love. I love you all so much, and thank you so much. Shout out to my top 6: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. I love you, baby, so much. Thank you for the love. Oh, you amaze me, beautiful people. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you so much. Thank you. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Thank you so much for the love, man. You guys rock, man. Barbados, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, booze, I love you too. I'm sorry y'all can't see that because I got the thing up or whatever. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. I love you guys so much too. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it here. I love it in this space. We got next up, Hungary. Now for my honorable mention. I need to make sure I shout out Greece. Welcome. Thank you for checking out the podcast. You are so amazing. Thank you so much. And I love you already. I don't even know who you are. But thank you. Shout out to Greece. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Because that Greece thing had me like excited. And even looking at the cities, I don't give y'all that part, but even looking at the cities, it excites me too. I see a lot of my people are returning, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you for coming back and checking out the podcast. Yeah, I want to also say give big love because I see you, Brazil. I see you, Brazil. I see you, Sweden. I see you, China. Like I said, this list could change at any time because people coming up, coming back, and all that good stuff. And I appreciate you so much for that. That is a thing for me. Oh, that's a thing. Let me see what Doc had to say. Hey, baby, I see you. Doc said we worldwide welcome the new country. Yes, it is Greece. Y'all got extradition laws in case the deal event tries to get over there. No, I think Greece got an extra. We don't have those kind of things with Greece
I'll have
over
to look
there.
that up just to make sure.
Yeah, I want to know, and because normally if they did have those kind of situations, I think that would be a place where people would run automatically. Them and Italy because they giving out love if you move over there right about now. I'm trying to rebuild the population type thing. Top flight, catch the vibe. Is Diddy hot? Hot.
It was supposed to be got. My bad.
Got a sub. He might do. I might want to believe that he does have a sub. He going to take that, and try to escape. True bad boy. They know better than to let him out. They know about it. They're like, no, sir, not today. You ain't getting out of here. Not today. No. We ain't stupid. And in my opinion, I think they would be crazy because if I was him, I wouldn't be trying to sit in this country waiting for y'all to just take my life away. He is facing up to, what did they say, 15 to life. He already in his 50s. How old is he going to be when he get out? And then there's the idea that maybe he could be prosecuted in other countries too.
It's rough. So
that's a rough one right here, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
And I think the avalanche of the people that they probably interviewed, talked to, and you gotta assume when cell phones came about, there's people that probably had that one weird picture and they kept it.
Lil Roy.
Well, he got a bunch of pictures, but still.
But not only that, it is said that another actual worker, us worker, provided. I don't know what happened to my boo doc, but an actual us worker provided Okay, he done knocked out, but an actual ex-worker provided some footage. Then they talk about the footage that they got from his house. Then they talk about, so it's just, and it's like 100 right now. And I'm talking about talking about at best like 50 to 125 civil cases that have arisen too. So this is nuts. I don't know what's happening um in this situation right now, but we again, we will be watching, paying attention to what's happening, and we will see. We will see. That's all I can say is we will see. But it is time for me to say the things that I need to say because it's trash day for me, and I got to get all my trash out my house. First thing I'm going to say is join the conversation. We're always here for you to join the conversation too. Y'all forgive me. I need this haul right now because sinuses, child, sinuses. But we are always here for you to join the conversation. Like I said, whether you agree, disagree, whatever the case may be, we're here for that. Join the conversation. If you would like to join, talk to us about anything, business, Gab, whatever the case may be, hit us up. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Yes, I'm sorry. Hold. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. We adore when you hit the like button. Like, we appreciate that so much. And it's an easy way for y'all to know that we here. Or for them to know that we here because we're not going away. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. And know this. If I play music videos because I have permission to play it, I wouldn't play a video that I don't have permission to play. I'm not doing anything that served me copyright infringement. I'm not. And then when it comes to my DJ, I don't bother him. He put his mixes together. I just present them. I don't take requests for him because I take one, I got to take them all. That's just too much. He already does enough. Leave him alone. Join our coffee community. So we can have titillating conversations and connect a lot of dots, like the dot that we do here. But I want to go in depth over there. I'm sorry, but join our coffee community so we could do that. And I don't know why that's happening right now, Doc, but it's all good. I'm gonna just say these things and we're gonna get up out of here anyway. I gotta go take the trash out. Anyway, join the coffee community. And big shout out to our DJ Brucasey. He holds it down for over here. We appreciate him so much. And yeah, go DJ, because that's my DJ. I can't do too much today. I'm congested. And let us know how you feel about the mixes. We would like to know. We really, really would like to know how you feel about the mixes. All right, so I gotta take the trash out, and I gotta take some medicine, cause now it's hitting more tea. Hold on, let me get this right. There's some things that I have to say at the end of the night. I say them at the end of every night because I feel like it's good for you to know these things. One is mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business, y'all. It's not your business. Everybody's business is not your business. Except for Media Mondays where I tell everybody's business. I try not to when it's happened, but sometimes it happens. On the wiretap, I'm telling your business if you got a court case, just know that. You see, we ain't even done with this fool because it's just gonna keep coming. Okay, Doc back. All right, I'm gonna bring you back in. Okay, Doc back. All right, Sam, baby. All right. I just wanted to chill. So I knew you had to go.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either, but Yeah. Wet and Wired Wednesdays, that's more my business and me being disrespectful. So, I guess I'll talk somebody business of my own. But other than that, mind your business. It's the safest way to live your life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to open my medicine. It's the safest way to live your life. All right. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Tell your babies that they are the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement. If they don't get it from you, where the hell else they going to get it from? Because the world is not set up to be encouraging your children for you. I just need you to know that. It's not set up that way. You need to be the responsible party in that particular thing. They need you for all of that. Make sure you tell them babies, hold on, gotta get it right. Make sure you tell them babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. I, you know how many kids would have loved for their parents that didn't do that. I would have loved for their parents to do that for them. You can change the trajectory of parenting. So I encourage that. If they want to work for NASA, tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. Get a telescope and not the cheap ones. Not the ones that you could look into your neighbor's windows with. Okay? Because there's some weirdos out here. There's some weirdos out here. They be all up in their window thinking they're like, oh, okay, I'll look at space now, but look back and some weirdos out here. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, engineer, commentator, whatever the hell else they do over there at NASCAR. I'm telling you, they got a need for speed. And at one point in time, they left the muscle car. And I just told y'all the other day, I almost had an orgasm because I touched a lovely. It was beautiful. It was a beauty. I love muscle cars. I'm gonna love them forever, but it was a beauty. And it was all black. Oh my gosh. Oh, all black, everything, baby. Well, it was not black in the inside, but it was all black. It was beautiful. I love a muscle car. So the point is this. But whatever they want to do, encourage them to be great at it. You never know. You might have a slick ass muscle car sitting in your backyard because you encourage some shit. I don't know. I'm never going to. My daughter don't like muscle cars. That's a me thing. But that's that. All right, fair warning, and especially right now because I'm dealing with sinus issues. And if you have sinuses, severe sinuses, then you understand my pain. Congestion is real, okay? Makes me evil than I already was. You don't want that. I'm in here killing crickets. You think I got time to play with you? I do not. So here's the full warning. Full warning. Stay in your goddamn lane. Don't jump in my lane. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. We don't do the same things. We are not the same people. We don't think the same thing. I don't need your input or none of your shenanigans or drama or none of the rest of the shit you got going on. Stay in your lane. Because you jump in my lane, you're going to get her and you don't want her. No, no, Lord. And I got 4 of my Harleys out right now. No, Lord. 4 of them. It's ugly. And my body, 4 of them. Stop playing with us. You don't want her or them. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly and all that good stuff. Or at least her. Hey, you big purr bitches. Hey, you big purr bitches. Stop playing with us. Shit. Hey, you big purr bitches. Because if Cat is purring, Cat is a very, very happy girl. Even with bad sinuses. You don't want that first bitch. She is not nice. And I keep trying to tell y'all that. That glass open, that cage lift up. We coming in. And we ain't playing. We ready for, which is about what we get ready to talk about next. We ain't playing. And what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So stay in your fucking lane. Okay? Okay. Good. Which segues to my next point. J. Cole listened. He listened. He did. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. Some battles you gotta be like, fuck that shit. Go ahead about your business. Because it's not worth it. People gonna do what they want to do anyway. Well, fuck them. Right? But Mobb Deep told y'all a long, long time ago. They said that there's a war going on outside. Let me prepare myself. There's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. You can run, but you can't hide forever in these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. But mama say, mama sa, mama kusa. I had to prepare myself because I knew it was, I know it. Like, I did. I know I'm not unprepared for my own shenanigans. But they told y'all, fuck the battles, y'all. Like, you can lose the battle, live to fight another day, and win the fucking war. I'm trying to win the war. I recommend you do the same. I got wars out here I'm fighting. I'm not worried about no bullshit ass battle. Fuck you. Fuck you and your little bullshit battle. And last but not least, I don't know if she's still listening, but at one point in time she was listening. And you know who she is, Lizzo. Big shout out to her. Be who the fuck you are, yo. Fuck everybody else. Ain't nobody out here worried about you more than you worried about you. Nobody worried about your feelings more than you worried about your own feelings. So, with that being said, you should concentrate on making your own self happy because you're never gonna be able to completely make anybody else happy but yourself. You can add to their happiness, but you can't make them happy. See what I'm saying? The only person that can make them happy is them. And plus, you'll keep doing things to try to satisfy them, try to fix this one thing. Now they found something else to fuss. Fuck that shit. Just worry about you and making you happy. And living a stress-free life. I really recommend you do that. Okay? That's my advice. As far as that goes. Worry about you. Don't worry about everybody else. There ain't nobody else ever gonna be happy with you. And even if you're a twin, you come in this world by yourself, that's what you leaving by yourself. You are. So just worry about you. All right, Doc. I'm sorry I'm over here tossing my medicine because I prepared myself for a scene. I'm gonna take that trash out this door.
Same. I gotta do the same thing. Trash day.
And then I'm gonna go get in this bed.
The cloud.
Mm-hmm. That's why I got this medicine. It's the nighttime one. And that's gonna be all she wrote. But I appreciate you for being here again, sir. I'm happy everything is okay over there.
Well, as always, well, honestly too. But thank you for having me. It wasn't a blackout. It was just no off season. It was somewhat streaming yard. I don't know, but yeah, thank you for having me. I always appreciate being here. This is always fun. I enjoy breaking this down the way we break it down.
Dot. You gave me some insight. Like, yeah.
You asked me a weird question. I'm like, digging in Huff for the culture. The only person I could think of.
All I know is she said the person has a bigger profile than Puffy. Dot. Well, anyway, we gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all on Friday because I definitely need tomorrow off. I gotta get rid of this. But I will see y'all on Friday. Make sure y'all tune in. And that is that. Y'all, we gotta be out of here. And good night. Bye. I'm trying to make sure we get everything off because it's a new system. And now I don't have to do the intro myself. It's all like automatic when I hit the broadcast thing now. So that's why I was looking different these days. But so good night, y'all. Bye. Oh gosh.
Oh,